Tanya, and I'm with Slabtown Tours. And once again, I somehow chose a busy street. But there was a reason to choose this location. So we're at Northwest Gleason and 20th Avenue, and it's Juneteenth. And this was the site of possibly the oldest example of black ownership in the city of Portland, certainly possibly one of the earliest in the state. Their original house here, so I'm going to want to show all of these things when I do the edits for the video. And for the apartment building across from Future Park that I originally taped, this was a plaque that was proposed to be placed on that building. The website that proposed this plaque is no longer standing, but they wanted to say, home of Andrew and Sarah Johnson and Joseph Wisdom from 1880 to 1910. In this location once stood the house of Andrew Johnston. He was born in 1827 and he passed away in 1882. And Sarah Johnston, she was born in 1824 and passed away in 1910. They were prominent African American pioneers of Portland, Oregon. In spite of the Oregon black exclusion laws, they moved to Portland in the mid-1880s and eventually purchased this lot and second one nearby in the Nob Hill section of Northwest Portland. They moved into their home in 1880, but their joy was short-lived. Andrew died in a tragic accident in 1882, and the widow Sarah persevered without him and worked at different jobs to hold on to the property. So we know that one of those jobs was as a laundress. 13 years later, Sarah married another former slave. He was a Pullman porter, Joseph A. Wisdom. And she had a boarding house on the site at that time after working also as a domestic. They would sometimes take the train to visit Omaha, Nebraska on shopping excursions. We also know that Joseph gave up his life as a Pullman porter for the Northern Pacific Railroad and secured a job as a custodian at the U.S. Custom House, a position that he kept for 25 years. Here he made friends with some of the most powerful businessmen in Portland. So we have people making it that came here to Portland with nothing. The plaque was to go on to say, all three worked hard during their lifetimes to safeguard equal rights and expand opportunities for other blacks in Oregon and their previous states of residence as they fought racism in the Jim Crow era. So it was an effort to put this plaque up, as well as efforts by groups like the Oregon Black Pioneers to put gravestones on sites where black pioneers were interred but have not been honored. I have a picture that I'd like to show you of Mr. Wisdom being awarded with the American flag in recognition of his exceptional efforts. He was given this honor in 1917. It was part of the war bond effort. He'd worked as a janitor at the U.S. Customs House, and he was able to walk to the U.S. Customs House easily from his place of residence. We know that there is a burial plot that Sarah Johnston has been paid for that has the Freedom 7. There's also been an effort to mark that location.